I think I'll probably stick to developing tackle. I'm trying to play the guitar. I'm not good, but you know what? I'm learning. So, kind of conquered one of my fears today, actually doing that in front of anybody. But I don't care. This is me. Today, I'm bringing you the Echotail, the Vibrations Tackle. I believe, this is called our daily. So this is just uncut, unedited. Sometimes it might be live, sometimes it might be me shooting something in the morning quick before I'm heading out the door. But today's topic, as you can see, it's called blade bait hacks. Don't lose your blade bait. Lose your hook. And I've got a neat little hack I wanna teach you about. But I was reading a chapter in this awesome book today. This is a book called Keep Casting, an Angler's Tales, and it's written by a gentleman that was and is a devoted Vibrations tackle fan. He's taking some time to do some take care of personal business these days. His name is IsraelDunn, and he's got a really cool book here. And as I was reading it, I'm going to read a sentence that kind of triggered me to talk about this hack that I think that our customers and anybody else out there that is looking to save some money and not losing an expensive jig, that's what this is here. That's what I'm doing today. So I was reading this chapter, and the chapter is called Walleye Karma, and what it is, Israel's talking essentially about his fishing experience targeting walleye, and he happened to be on a dam, and I know where that spot is, and he talks about the constant snags that they kept losing jigs on, and blade baits, Echotail, and that triggered me. So I'm going to read one sentence here. Israel writes, "That little branch was so covered in lead and monofilament that it had a little dead walleye on it." And what he's talking about was a branch that he had gotten snagged. Essentially, cast it out, got it snagged, ended up bringing it back. So the branch had all these lures and lead and monofilament. You know what I'm talking about if you fished in the snaggy river. So today I have got a little hack for you, because I want our customers, this is kind of a preparation. A lot of us up here in the Wisconsin northern part of the country, we're kind of heading into ice fishing, but how cool is it to kind of maybe get ahead of the game a little bit and start preparing for walleye fishing in the rivers, which is actually really not that far away now. So this is something that you could do in preparation for that to kind of give you an edge, especially if you're a tournament angler. This could really benefit you there now thinking about it. But what, eyes are getting terrible these days with all the monitors. Okay, so what I have here is, this is actually a very popular model. This particular pattern was developed by a gentleman named Ted Peck, and this is his signature series. So this makes it kind of a unique lure, and it's a little bit more pricey. So we don't want our customers to lose these or be hesitant to fish an awesome lure in an area that might contain snags, right? Because what good does that do if they start smacking it and then you don't want to put it down because you don't want to lose it? Then nobody wins. So what I'm going to show you here, you can get a little closer. Essentially what I have is, what I do is I take and tie a lighter fluorocarbon little short piece to a split ring, and I attach that to a sharp hook. This is a Gamakatsu hook. It's a single hook. This system is this type of rig, if you look into saltwater fishing, Many of your jigs, your butterfly jigs, will have what they call an assist hook. This is very much like an assist hook. So this is one option, and the point is that, as mentioned earlier, this, for example, is only 6-pound test. Okay, this is 6-pound test. So the the fluorocarbon up on top that's actually attached to braided line is much heavier in diameter. So the point is that when you, and if you do get this caught, you're only dealing with one hook that has the potential to get snagged, right? But now you can actually take and pull the line without possibly losing your lure, which it's expensive, and it might cost you the trophy of the day or a nice bag limit to take home to your family. So this is an alternative to being able to present a blade bait, and for that matter, any other type of jig. There's many different types of jigs out there, so you can apply this to many other applications and different designs. But that's probably gonna work a little better than something like this. Now, if I were to take and get this snagged up, like on a log or something like that, you're probably not going to have the best luck. You're probably going to lose it. There's different methods to being able to retrieve lures. They've got lure retrievers, but sometimes you either don't have one or you just don't think to use it sometimes, or maybe it's not with you. So this is another teddy cat, but many other areas outside of just the rivers that come to mind right now in the south. I know that bass fishing is kind of picking up with like heavier spoons and metal and blade baits. Some of the your lakes in Kentucky and a lot of the flooded reservoirs, they contain a lot of timber, and this might be a good method for you to be able to get down into the timber without having to lose your jig. And for a tournament angler, I would think that would be really an advantage. Now the one drawback to this whole system is that you are going to have to play that fish out with your drag. So the drag, having a good drag system is going to be super important. But this is just a good idea. So what I do is I tie a bunch of these up and just to kind of have them on hand, different lengths. You can even take, if you wanted to, if you thought they were hitting the tail, you could even take and pin, kind of like almost you would like on a sucker rig for pike or muskies. You could actually just kind of take and pinch and just kind of tag that plastic like that, and just kind of shimmy that, just kind of pull through, so that way maybe they're hitting the tail. So this is just a hook that I'm using for a demonstration, but perhaps you'd want to use something a little larger with a bigger gap. Trade-off is that you're probably going to get snagged more. So that's up to each his own. So that's that. I am looking, I'm going to wrap this up. And as mentioned, this is called, I believe in our product line, the Echotail product line. I developed the original Echotail blade bait and had an awesome team to help us develop way more than I ever anticipated it to be. So I believe in it, and in order for you to believe in it, you must be educated from the developers, and then you will believe in it too. So that I do believe that once people understand how to use this product line to its full advantage and all the versatility that it offers, you're going to find it to be a very useful tool in your tackle arsenal. So I am looking for a little help today, and you could post in the comments below. And if you take, and what I'll do is I'll actually post some links referring back to, I'd like to post a link to IsraelDunn's book if you have not seen that. And while I'm on that topic right now, I've got an awesome, another book that I'm going to be reading too, by the name of Spencer Jones. This book is called Kayak Fishing Adventures. If you have not, if you don't know Spencer Jones, he is probably outside of IsraelDunn, one of the most adventurous individuals. He's an inspiration to me. He's very motivated. In fact, I signed up for one of his gym memberships a while ago to kind of get me on track with doing something outside of sitting at my computer. So, Spencer Jones, I'm very excited to read your book. I cannot wait to see what you got inside. My daughter actually looked at one of your recipes already. So, but getting back on track, I promise I'll be finished here. But I am looking for your help right now. I am not good with tying knots that would be closer to the split ring, so we can shorten this profile up, preferably about that much. And anytime I've tried these different knots, whenever you pull them, it ends up being further apart than I want. Now I can do it, but it takes a little. I'm not sure if maybe we could use a Snell rig. I'm just not. I'm kind of a jack of all trades as I'm trying to get our family's company up off the ground. So sometimes these are little projects that I like to work on, but sometimes just don't have the time, and I'm hoping somebody here could maybe post a video or a link to a video in the comments, or maybe just provide the name of a knot that would work where if you tie it, it doesn't pull and lengthen the area between the split ring and the actual hook here. So that is it. I believe in our tackle line, and I believe that when you learn how to use it, you will too. So that wraps today's live feed up. Thank you very much. If you have not subscribed to our channel, please do hit the bell every time we launch a new video. You will be notified, and subscribe. Sign up for our newsletter in the description below. God bless, and we will see you maybe tomorrow, maybe on Sunday, maybe on Monday. I'm not sure. We're going to try to do it daily. Thank you. Bye-bye.